What's going on with y'all, man? In this video, when you smoke weed, you actually get low. So this is a very important video that I want to bring to y'all because, of course, in this world, you got a lot of people saying you need to be more disciplined. You need to stop smoking. You need to stop being lazy. You need to work more. You need to stop doing this. All of these people projecting what they need to stop doing and what they think works for them into the mirror of the cell phone, onto the social media internet work, which is the network of all of our thoughts put together. So I want to make sure I draw this line in the sand for y'all to understand that weed is not the problem. It's you. It's your ego. It's your self-image. If there is a problem at all, if you feel you have a problem, it's never an outside circumstance or substance. So let's understand one thing. Weed gets you low. When you smoke weed, you get low. You're not getting high, you're getting low. And that's a good thing. It's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes you need to lower your vibration. It helps you be more peaceful, more calm, more composed, get you in that meditative state. But how it contradicts with advancement and prosperity and success is that when you in a low vibration, you in a different vibration than everyone around you. But at the same time, a lot of subtle reasons that a lot of you guys may smoke a lot of weed is because you need to lower yourself to fit in with your society, with your family, with your friends, with your boyfriend or girlfriend. You may need to smoke weed in order to deal with people, in order to have your emotions at a state that is right there normal to fit in. And especially at your job. A lot of y'all smoke weed on y'all jobs at break. Whenever you gotta pull out the fucking pen and hit it, is because you need to lower yourself to fit in. It's better for you. All of that mental activity, all of that mental ego identification, all of your thoughts about what you want, all of your desires, all of your success, you gotta lower that shit to fit in with your kids, to be around kids, to be around younger people, adults, whatever it is, your work environment. You gotta smoke that weed to get low, lower your vibration. We call it getting high. That's not getting high. Acid and mushrooms, ayahuasca and DMT is getting high. Alcohol, weed, that shit is getting you lower to fit in more with the vibrational energy of everyone else around you, especially if they don't smoke. So just to make that very clear line in the sand, don't stop thinking that you gotta stop doing something. Stop thinking that it's porn, it's weed, and damn sure stop thinking that it's other people. Your relationships, your job is nothing. That's causing your mental pain, your emotional pain, your financial struggles. Is none of that. It's all you. But let's just make that shit clear. Smoking that weed is getting you low. And that's good. It's all good to be low. Sometimes being lower also allows you to do more shadow work. Clearly, when you smoke weed, you start thinking more. You start thinking more about other people. You start thinking more about yourself. That is all shadow work. That's all mental work. That's all knowing thyself. That's all getting down to the bottom of your shit. That's all knowing life. It helps to do that. You get more spiritual. Weed is the only chemical and drug, THC, it directly stimulates the pineal gland. So when you smoke, your imagination, your third eye gets more rapid. It gets more open, more expansive. Your imagination widens. But at the same time, that can be a detriment because the third eye has that super detrimental effect to it. When you open it too prematurely, as some people say, ultimately all you do is open yourself up to more negative insights, negative thoughts, more things about this world and life and people, and then you can't erase it. You can't go back once you see some shit. So that's why people say never open your third eye. The third eye is dangerous. Don't look into the chakras. Don't do this. Don't do that. No, my nigga, my girl, open your third eye, but control it. Control your imagination. Make sure it's beneficial thoughts and images that you seeing and that you assuming about life and other people. But it opens you up to the gateway of negative demonic energies. That's what's going on. But when you in a sober state, all you do is assimilate into the reality and mindset of everyone else around you. And that reality and mindset is that of society. It's that of the economy. It's that of working. It's that of buy, sell, trade, and grow. in this satanic hierarchical system. So why is the system satanic? Because there's 4 tenets of Satanism. Number 1 is selfishness, pure ego-driven desires. So that's what you do to fit in with this American and global system. You live selfish. You think about you and your family. You don't think about the whole aggregate of the world and how other people is suffering, how babies and bombs and is getting bombed and children and people is starving in third world countries, how governments is ordering their troops and their military to go and take over other countries. You don't think about that shit when you gotta survive and eat and live for yourself. You think about me. Selfishness. And number 2 on that list is moral relativism. This idea that morality is relative. This idea that only your thoughts about life or your clan or your tribe or your religion, the thoughts about life and death and everyone else and what's moral, what's right to do, what you should do, how everyone should live. Basically, the morality of life is not a set in stone objective thing. When you have it subjectively made in your mind of what is right and what is wrong. This is important because it comes down to natural law and you understanding that this world is not free. We're in human governmental slavery and we live in a morally relative world, meaning it's okay for one country to bomb another country, meaning it's okay for the government to steal and take from your taxes, meaning it's okay for the police and military to come and violate you in your home, in your fucking space. You see in all the imagery of ICE and the police and the military going out, fucking snatching people out their cars, shooting people, all of the chaos that you got going on because of ICE and military government agents. That's all because we live in a morally relative world. Number 3 on the satanic tenets is eugenics. This idea that you have, that a certain group of people has the idea and fucking benefit the right to basically change the gene pool and the characteristics and the DNA of a whole nother group of people. That's what eugenics is. But the term really means good genes. So you could essentially apply eugenics to your life. But what the government is truly doing is dysgenics, meaning they're implanting bad seeds, bad thoughts, bad beliefs, bad behaviors, programming into the subconscious minds of the citizens in the world. And then the very 4th one is social Darwinism. Social Darwinism is the 4th tenet of Satanism, basically applying this theory of Darwinism, the animal kingdom, survive, the biggest, the strongest, the most dominant, the highest on the hierarchy, wins and is in control. You apply that exact mindset to the human domain because you already done erased the morality of humanity. So now you apply this animal kingdom understanding to humanity. That's satanic thought. Satanic just meaning the lower. It just means the adversary. It means the involution force. So all of the deadly sins of Christianity, greed, gluttony, envy, hatred, wrath, anger, all of that shit is satanic. All of that shit is what the society and world is steeped and rooted into. All right? I want to make that shit very clear because now you can understand that shit. The fact that they put weed stores on every corner, the fact that they making that shit more illegal, they're making it more easier to have, is because it's a sedative. It makes you docile as a human being. It basically aids in making you docile. It aids in lowering your vibration. It aids in lowering your will and your ability to change your reality, then help change the reality of everyone else around you. But it's not a bad thing, and it's not holding you back from financial success. It's not holding the world back from being prosperous. It's not holding men back. None of that shit. All it is a new substance. It's the new fucking alcohol. It's the new thing in this modern day 2020 world that now is so grandly accepted in America. We can smoke all the weed we want. We don't even need a plug. You can go pull up to the store. You can buy it. Motherfuckers was getting jail time for weed in the 60s and 70s, having a goddamn quarter ounce on them. But now we can go and buy 4 ounces at a fucking weed store and dispensary if we choose to. So yeah, that shit is just here to keep our vibration low if you choose to participate in it. But you don't have to let weed be the fucking thing that's keeping your vibration low. You have the option to alchemize, free will, control your mind, continuous truth realization, control your mind, control your thoughts. Now the ego sneaks up on us all through anger and sadness, depression, fear, all of those ways. The ego is constantly sneaking up on you. So as a soul having a human experience, we got to understand, okay, bet if I want this, then I gotta make sure all of these obstacles, these things, these potentials, these things that's being added to my life, whether it's weed, alcohol, another person's beliefs, a group, some financial shit, your car fucking with you, your finances, the food that you're trying to put on your table, all of these things is just here to fucking be demons and attacking you, attacking your ego, attacking your emotions, making you be rooted in fear and sadness, anger, greed. Then you're not controlling your mind. You're not controlling your own life and your own thoughts and your own emotions. And that's what it comes down to. It's 2020 success. I want y'all to be plugged into the success frequency. So I'm going to give y'all all of the game, the tools, the perspective. And that biggest one is understanding that weed gets you low. And it's not a bad thing about being low. It's just this whole fucking world is in a lower state of human governmental slavery if we really get into it. So sometimes you may be smoking to lower yourself to fit in with that world, to continue going, to not be speaking out your mind, to really shield and control your thoughts. Because a lot of times you can get in trouble in your career, in your job, if you having all type of thoughts. Truly, it's in your society. It's your culture, your clan, the people around you. If your thoughts is different from what they saying, if you start talking about the earth being flat because you've been smoking so much weed and now you thinking crazy thoughts, weed is also just a low level psychedelic. So acid and shrooms get you high. It gets you high frequency, high brain, high mind, high visuals. That weed, that marijuana gets you lower. And the better the weed, the lower it gets you. So yes, y'all, understand this shit. Tap in, take back control of your mind. Stop letting this world feed you fear-based thoughts. Stop letting this world feed you negative energy. Stop letting this world try to control and dictate what you do with your life. How much weed you smoke, how much weed you don't smoke. How much is you scrolling on your phone and social media? Listen, y'all, most people have a downfall, and a lot of y'all might have a downfall and a bad time scrolling on social media, just consuming, because you're not transmuting that energy. You're not transmuting those images and those words that you're seeing. You're not taking it in and saying, okay, how can I learn from this? How can I learn from this, then tell my people, tell my friends, tell my girl, tell my wife, my husband? How can I tell my kids how to not be this? How can I tell them how to be this? How do I draw the line between what I'm seeing and how I view myself and my life and my reality? This is how you alchemize your social media use, your scrolling, your consumption, your entertainment. It's not a bad thing. People putting bad labels on shit saying you need to stop this, stop that. They're projecting. But at the same time, they're just using dark NLP to get your mind controlled and wrapped onto their pendulum, wrapped onto their swing, wrapped onto their vibration, wrapped onto their frequency. So it's up to you to control that when you sensing that dark NLP. When somebody is just using words and not explaining the who, what, where, why, and how behind it, which is the occult, which is what I'm going to continuously get y'all. And with that being said, stay motherfucking godlike. May you never relax your principles. Keep smoking, keep tapping in, but then alchemize whatever you doing. Alchemize your habits, alchemize your thoughts. Watch out for that anger and that sadness, and stay in control.